His name is Charles Cooper Michalski. He was born April 7th, 2020. He was 6 pounds, 10 ounces, 19.5 inches.
At 9:34 p.m. at Prentice Women's Hospital in downtown Chicago.
First name Charles after Elizabeth's dad. His first name's Charles. Charles is a family name that kind of goes back a pretty long way. So it was important to us just to represent that side of the family. His middle name's Cooper, which is my mom's maiden name, which kind of did it after my grandpa, who passed away about 10 years ago. Michalski is my last name, and also just for my dad, because my dad passed away a few years ago. Those just kind of three men that were and are very important to us, that we think are a good representation of guys that we would hope that he would be like.
Mike and I have been married for almost 10 years. Next month it'll be 10 years, and so we waited a long time to do this, and so we knew we were ready for kids and we wanted to have kids. When I first found out I was going to be a mom, I was so excited.
Elizabeth took a test and didn't tell me, and she wanted to actually wait till the end of the day, I think, on a Friday to tell me. She decided, instead of waiting till I got back from work so we could kind of celebrate, she told me kind of right before I was leaving.
We're definitely shaking and crying, but really happy. We didn't know if he was a boy or a girl. We found out at the birth. It was really sweet. He came out, and the whole plan going into it was that Mike would say if it was a boy or a girl. But the baby came out, and kind of just the way that I was positioned and Mike was positioned and where the doctor was, I could see what it was, but Mike couldn't see. And so everybody's like, what is it? What is it? And I was like, it's a boy. So I said it, and I was like, no, I wasn't supposed to say that. That was supposed to be his thing to say, but it was just so sweet. And I had thought all along that he would be a boy. But Mike had been thinking it was a girl, so it was just really sweet to finally have him here and to know it was a boy.
When they gave him, my father-in-law Mark kind of said this, that your whole world does change.
It just was such a surreal experience, really, to have him, and then to have him there on my chest, and he was so alert, but also calm at the same time. My mom passed away about 6 years ago. My sister, for my baby shower, got me this beautiful gift. It's in my mom's handwriting. It's just a little phrase. It's just the sweetest thing to have just a little piece of my mom here, because I know how much she would love Charlie. She just would have been the best grandma, so it's really hard to not have her here to experience this, but at the same time, it's so sweet to have little pieces of her.
I think one word that to describe Elizabeth even before we had Charlie would be caring. She's, much more caring than me, and I wouldn't have thought that she could be more caring than she already was, and she's probably more caring tenfold. The amount of care and thought that she puts into everything that we do with Charlie is absolutely amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better wife and a better mom for Charlie. Really, she is just the absolute best, and I love her so much for it.
Seeing Mike as a dad has been so special. I always knew that he would be an amazing dad. He's just so good with kids. He loves kids. He loves, he's got a lot of cousins, and just seeing him with those kids and with our friends' kids, I always knew how sweet he would be. But it's just been even beyond my wildest dreams to see him with Charlie. He's so just loves being a dad, loves that little guy so much. I always joke that I have to work to get a smile from Charlie, basically. It's I'm there, come on, trying to do that. And Mike literally walks into the room and just looks at him, and Charlie's whole face lights up. So I just love that so much, to see that and to see them growing their special relationship. I
hope that he grows up to be a person that is willing to stand up for what he believes in, and also a person that believes in something.
If he accomplishes nothing, if he's just a kind person and is nice to other people and looks out for other people, that would, to me, if we could teach him that and teach him just to be a caring and kind person, then we've done our job. And then anything else on top of that, is just icing on the cake. But really, we'll love him no matter what he does. We just love him unconditionally forever.